Cheryl Dissanyake.
Professor Cheryl Dissanyake.
Professor Cheryl Dissanyake.
Will you please join me in welcoming Professor Cheryl Dissanyake?
Professor Cheryl Dissanyake is the founder of Australia's first dedicated autism research centre, which can be found right here at Trobe, Bundoora. This is Cheryl's story.
Following my PhD, I was really fortunate to have the opportunity to take up a postdoctoral position at UCLA at an autism lab. And I spent 3 years there before coming back to Australia and beginning my work here at La Trobe University. And I started at La Trobe in January 1996. As an undergraduate student at Monash University, I had a lecture in my third year that introduced me to autism, and it clicked instantly because about 10 years previously, as a school student, I had been home during school holidays and watched a film about an autistic child. But what fascinated me about that film was the child and what autism was. So there was this child who seemingly in his own world, and the way the parents reached out to him and communicated with him was by doing what he did. Because when they did what he did, the child paid attention to them. I continue to teach because I want to bring more interest into the area. I want to bring smart, bright minds to continue the work we do. And there's a great need. When I started my work in autism, and in my PhD thesis, I reported that 3 to 4 in every 10,000 live births would be autistic. And now the figures we're talking about is 1 in 59. The reasons I came to La Trobe was because I knew there was the infrastructure here in terms of my own interest in autism, and I'm also a developmental psychologist. And I knew that I could come here and continue my work because I look at developmental aspects in autism spectrum conditions, and I knew the labs that were here and that I could use. And so when I began here, I started by building a cohort of students around me, research students, honours students, PhDs, and we undertook a lot of autism work. But it wasn't until 2007 when I met Mrs. Olga Tennison, who gave us funds, and I was then able to establish the Olga Tennison Autism Research Centre.
To work with someone like Professor Cheryl Dissanyake, who is a world leader in autism research, has been amazing to learn about all the different aspects of autism other than the ones that you see in the media.
Often in the media, you will often hear just about the disability in autism or the difficulties. You rarely hear about the strengths. And so I have many pictures, some art in my room that shows some of the strengths of the autistic population. And this is, I love this painting. It's by an artist by the name of Dr. Ray David. He identifies as having Asperger's, which used to be a distinct diagnosis separate from autism, but our research has shown that those are all part of the same spectrum.
To learn about the depth and I guess the variety of autism and the way it presents from someone like Professor Dissanayake has been amazing.